When I picture my hometown, it's always raining. No one on the streets or in the park. It's like my mind is trying to protect me from letting ancient ghosts back in my heart. That house still casts a shadow on the corner. The attic windows shuttered from the years. Our old oak tree surrendered to the weather, but it doesn't bring me tears. I stumble down these avenues, and every turn I take is a dead end. So I'm leaving home again. I'm leaving home again. Images come fast and go right through me. It comes to me in sepia and rain. I watch it streaming past like a movie, but there's something lurking just outside the frame. The stray dog by the playground standing guard. The alley by the firehouse downtown. Wayward baseball in that widow's yard I don't think we ever found. I stumble down these avenues, and every turn I take is a dead end. So I'm leaving home again. Leaving home again. Now I'm 1,000 miles away, but it's just like a tattoo. You can leave a place behind, but you'll always know it stays a part of you. When I picture my hometown, it's always raining. So today's as good as any to go back. 2 miles from the exit on that highway, but I think I'll drive on past. I stumble down these avenues, and every turn I take is a dead end. So I'm leaving home again. Leaving home again. Hey, thanks. Nice to be here. That was a song I wrote a couple years ago. Self-explanatory, I think. You can't go home again. This is a song I wrote about work and family. It's called Hammer and Heart. Gotta shake off the weekend. Put my feet on the floor. Daylight came too early and I gotta get this ship off the shore. 'Cause it's a mean old world, so you gotta play tough. But there's nothing worth doing if it isn't for the ones you love. More than the money you make, you get what you give, so you give what it takes. Muscle and blood, hammer and heart, body and soul, death do us part. Like John Henry driving through the dark, the steadfast pounding of muscle and blood, hammer and heart. There's food on the table, there's a roof up above. At night when the children are safe, I know we're doing enough. 'Cause it's a mean old world, but I ain't asking for help. I don't want the corner office, I gotta get the job done myself. We're riding the train without any brakes, but you get what you give, so you give what it takes. Muscle and blood, hammer and heart, body and soul, death do us part. Like John Henry driving through the dark, the steadfast pounding of muscle and blood, hammer and heart. With these weary hands, I pull this mystery apart, put it back together again with my hammer and hoe. It's almost the weekend, comes right on time. There's another mountain coming and I gotta get ready to climb. I'm gonna keep raising the stakes, cause you get what you give, so you give what it takes. Muscle and blood, hammer and heart, body and soul, death do us part. Like John Henry driving through the dark, the steadfast pounding. Muscle and blood, hammer and heart, body and soul, death do us part. Like John Henry driving through the dark, the steadfast pounding of muscle and blood, hammer and heart. Thank you. All right. Well, hope you guys stay hydrated and cool as much as possible. Hey, this is a song I wrote also kind of during the pandemic, during the early stages of the lockdown. It's called City of Stone. The barber shop is closed. The diner's disappeared. The movie marquee hasn't changed in a year. There's silence on the streets, a rumble of regret. A red light turns to green and goes right back to red. City of stone, memories are frozen. We march in time, we walk alone. I dreamed we were still together, but I woke up in the city of stone. We were looking to the future, we were walking hand in hand, but sunset came too quickly, cast a shadow on our plans. Now these are not the streets we used to know. I recognize the buildings, but this is not my home. City of stone, memories are frozen, we march in time, we walk alone. I dreamed we were still together, but I woke up in the city of stone. We are wandering, we have lost our way. We are strangers, though we know each other's names. We look for clues, we trace our tracks, but there's nothing left, just ancient artifacts. City of stone, the memories are frozen, we march in time, we walk alone. I dreamed we were still together, but I woke up in the city of stone, where the memories are gone, the promise is broken, where the wind cuts to the bone. I dreamed we sailed to heaven, but I woke up in the city of stone. Thank you. All right. Whew. Next song, same capo position, same harmonica, different key. Figure that out. The town of Juarez, Mexico is right across the border from El Paso. You guys knew that, right? And I wrote a song about a day laborer kind of stuck on this side of the border. I thought I'd share it with you. It's called The Lights of Juarez, or Las Luces de Juarez. I want to change picks. I'm sorry, I didn't like that pick. There we go. My home and my love are in Mexico. I haven't seen her for a long time. Looking for work, I headed north across the American line. And I don't mind this hot Texan sun, and I don't mind the long days. At night, I drive out to the desert, and off into the distance I gaze. The lights of Juarez shine just across that old Rio Grande. Only 10 miles, but 1,000 dreams between me and holding her hand. I used to go back when I could. Now it seems like I'm always alone. I've been across the border so many times, I don't know which direction is home. And I'd call on the phone if I could. I know it's been way too long. Instead, I'll wait for the sunset and listen for that border song. The lights of Juarez shine just across that old Rio Grande. Only 10 miles, but 1,000 dreams between me and holding her hand. Long ago I made a promise, a better life for my family back home. It's taken much longer than I thought it would, and it's harder than I could have known. And if I don't make it home again soon, just trying to do what is right, will she still remember to meet me at the border tonight? The lights of Juarez shine just across that old Rio Grande. Only 10 miles, but 1,000 dreams between me and holding her hand. If it's tomorrow, if it's years from now, when I surrender my days, bury me right at the border. You'll find all the money I saved. Las luces de Juarez brillan justo del otro lado del Río Bravo. Solo 10 mías, pero 1000 sueños entre mí y tomándole tus manos. Only 10 miles, but 1,000 dreams between me and holding her hand. Thank you. Thanks. Is it all right? I'm not from Tucson. I live up in the Phoenix area, where I do play around solo and also with my band, my trio, Hambone. We have a good time. But being able to come down here and play for you guys and other stuff means a lot to me. And I like to sing this song for my wife, who really supports this ridiculous folly of mine. And Monday's our 18th anniversary, so I wrote this song on my way back home from Tucson one night, kind of pretending I was at the end of a longer journey. So this is the last 90 miles. Blue lights flashing behind me, 3 in the morning, they pierce the black sky. I slow down and drift to the shoulder, but those blue lights have no mercy, passing me by. It's been 16 straight hours of watching the road, and I'll be home before you awake. But the last 90 miles are the hardest to take. I followed my dreams down the highway, I'll follow them right back again. I haven't forgotten my promises, but it's hard to remember just how long it's been. So I've got one hand on the steering wheel, one hand on the radio dial, 'cause I'm looking for our song to take me the last 90 miles. Behind me again, but this time they're not speeding past, so I'll be just a little bit longer, my love, but I'll be there at last. I got plenty of gas left in the tank, but my soul is running on fumes. Just gotta make it the last 90 miles. Will someone please take me the last 90 miles? If they don't break me, the last 90 miles will take me to you. The last 90 miles between me and you. Thank you. All right. You want to hear a sad song or you want to hear like a sentimental song? Say I want to hear a sad song? Well, it's not sad. It's newish. And in fact, it kind of fits in with my 2020 theme that I wrote this song kind of, well, mostly last year actually, but it was kind of based on 2020, which was a great year for like 3 people. Yeah. So here's a song called I Wish I Had a Boat. God told Noah to build an ark and follow the flight of the dove, set sail to save humanity. Maybe it wasn't enough, because the world is filled with darkness and everybody's choosing sides. tried to cross the river, but that water's too wide. In an ocean of uncertainty, it's hard to stay afloat. Maybe we could start again somewhere. I wish I had a boat. And people cry out for justice. Anger spills into the street. There's still so many questions, but the answers are out of reach. Now we got fire in the mountains, poison in the air, and too much pain in this world for any man to bear. We can't put it back together with string and wire and hope. It's time to make a better plan. I wish I had a boat. Oh, I've looked into that crystal ball, and I've seen all the signs. We'll set sail when the sun comes up and leave this life behind. When I leave this troubled world, no earthly possessions will I take. I've prayed for deliverance. How long must I wait? You see, I tried to cross the river, but that river's turned to blood. And other storms are coming now, and there's gonna be flood. The world is bursting at the seams, feels like it might explode. I guess it's too late to try again. There's got to be a better place for us to make a home. And finally find that promised land. I wish I had a boat. Thank you very much. 3 minutes? 3 minutes it is. I have a 3-minute song, as it turns out, because I timed it perfectly. This is a song that's almost entirely true, except for the parts that I made up or embellished. Some of this refers to other songs of mine, which is really egotistical as a songwriter. This is called Been to Texas. Well, you know I've been to Michigan, car frozen in the snow. Might have been to Vegas, but you'll never know. Boise, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Tucson, Minneapolis. I've never been to Florida, at least not that I'll confess. But listen to me close, you can hear a little twang, just like Willie Whalen, Merle, and Hank. I've traveled every road from San Diego up to Maine, but ever since I've been to Texas, I ain't never been the same. You see, I stayed in Amarillo for a girl who won't come back. I got waylaid in Waco where it's hard to stay on track. Prayed at the missions down in San Antonio, and I left a little piece of my heart at the Alamo. So listen to me close, you can hear a little twang, just like Willie Whalen, Merle, and Hank. I've traveled every road from San Diego up to Maine, but ever since I've been to Texas, I ain't never been the same. This here is an open letter to my Texan pals. I'll take up on your offer for a night in your corral. As soon as I can get myself down off this Greyhound bus, these Arizona boots will make tracks for that Texan dust. So listen to me close, you can hear that old twang, just like Willie Whale and Merlin Hank. I've traveled every road from San Diego up to Maine. I've seen the land stretch far and wide on 2 long empty lanes, but there's nothing like them longhorns running across the western plains. Ever since I've been to Texas, I ain't never been the same. Hey, thanks very much. Thank you, Tucson Folk Festival. Thank you to Steph, and thank you to Hank. And thank you all.